All right, it's time to go in depth on the stories that'll make headlines all this week. We're going to talk a little about the Paris attack, of course, and sort of what's happening back here at home as well. There's Fox 4 political analyst Ben Ferguson in for the Fox 4. Hi, Ben. You know what I was sitting here thinking? I bet you were watching that protest in Minneapolis, and I wondered what was happening in your mind, blocking I-94.
Yeah, why? I mean, why? What are you going to prove with that? You know, welcome to the world we live in right now, where everything's completely upside down. We're bad guys if you don't want to bring refugees into this country that may be disguising as terrorists, and all of a sudden you're the bad guy if you don't want to go along with that. So what do you expect? Why not, right? Let's just block a road and make everybody sit in traffic.
Well, protests have helped a lot of people over the years, but yeah, sometimes I don't know. There's a lot of it going on. All right, let's talk about last Friday. When you first heard about the attacks in Paris, what was your initial reaction?
ISIS, and why aren't we taking
right
this?
Away? Okay.
Yeah, why aren't we taking this threat seriously? I mean, we've seen the warnings, we've seen what they've been able to do. We should have taken them more seriously over the last year and a half. But we have this idea here in this country, at least from this administration, that if we just act like it's not going on, somehow we're going to be safe. They took down an airliner, and we barely batted an eye, or I should say, this administration barely batted an eye. These guys are the most well-funded terrorist organization that the world has ever seen. That includes beating out Al-Qaeda by hundreds of millions of dollars. They have not only their hands on banks, they have their hands on oil, and they're selling it on the black market, and yet we don't seem to take them seriously when they say they're going to commit these type of attacks. Their record is incredible right now, what they've been able to pull off, and yet today, we have a president that walks out on national TV and says to the world, America is not going to change their course. He also said the morning of the attack, we have contained ISIS. We have controlled them and contained them. You cannot contain people that are willing to strap bombs to their bodies to blow themselves up, and somehow he thinks if I say it long enough, it'll become true when it's obvious in Paris. His assessment is totally, completely out of line with reality.
All right, I wanted to get into that, so you've covered that. I want to bounce a little bit. This group Anonymous, you know, the hackers?
Yeah. How great is this? The bad guys are going after the bad guys.
Yeah, they're going to go after him. Is that, I mean, I posted that on Facebook, and a lot of people thought they could do it.
Yeah, look, I love it when there's crazy people going after crazy people. You have Anonymous that says, we're going to go screw with ISIS. ISIS, one of the things, again, where we've underestimated them, ISIS has a lot of very young tech-savvy terrorists. They understand how to use the dark web, and so does Anonymous. And so I think if there's any group that, you kind of say, hey, we're not going to pay attention for the next 30 days. You guys do what you want to do. I think Anonymous doing it is not necessarily a bad thing at all.
Let me go back to President Obama, I guess. France's president said, quoting now, we will fight and show no mercy.
He also said we're going to war. We are at war.
He is angry. Will we lose friends if we aren't all in with them?
I think we're already losing friends. I think look at how many countries around the world do not have the same respect for America when it comes to fighting terrorism. We are the good guys. We're supposed to be the good guys, whether we like it or not here. And if you look at ISIS, the other thing that I just don't understand about this administration is, what is it going to take for the president to walk out there with some passion and anger and frustration and say, we're going to kill these guys? They've slaughtered women, they've slaughtered children, they've slaughtered Christians, they set them on fire. They sent out the videos, they've killed Americans and beheaded Americans. Now they do this in Paris to one of our allies, and he says, we have them contained and we're not changing our course. We're not putting boots in the ground. We're not doing anything different than what we were doing before this on Saturday morning or Friday morning. And what worries me the most is, honestly, is it going to take ISIS doing what they said they're going to do, which is an attack on the United States of America? They named places and cities today. I have no reason to believe that they're lying. I think they want to do it. They have the means to do it. At some point, they're going to try to be successful. They already tried it. Let's not forget, trying at that Draw Muhammad event to go in and kill a bunch of people there. Luckily, we got lucky there. We got really lucky there. And for a president to sit back and not be proactive, you have to kill them before they come and kill you. ISIS has already declared war on us. Why are we acting like we're not at war with them?
All right, Ben, we're showing the governor and county commissioner, County Judge Clay Jenkins, because we are going to talk about the politics of this, not letting him in. But we're out of time. So here's what I want you to do. You've got a powerful Twitter page, @Ben Ferguson Show. Have you talked about what you think of Abbott's decision to block?
I think it's a great idea,
Okay.
and I think Clay Jenkins, can I just say this real quick?
Go ahead.
Clay, there's a whole lot of homeless people around you might want to look after beforehand, and a lot of children that are in sex trafficking that you might want to pay attention to before you start bringing people over from Syria for your own political gain.
I was going to say, and put something on Twitter. We didn't get to
I'll do
expand
it.
on what you're thinking about the governor's actions today, so tweet out a little message to folks. At Ben Ferguson Show. Ben Ferguson, thank you.
Thanks, man.